Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Just want to start out by saying thank you all for getting us over 400 subscribers. What an amazing thing that is. Like I've said, each time it's went up. Didn't expect any viewers, much less having over 400 at this point. But with that, it got me to thinking. I see all the successful channels and all these other guys that are doing 500 subscriber giveaways and 1,000, what have you. So that will definitely be a thing. We will come up with something really cool as a giveaway when we hit 500 subscribers. Between now and then, I'll be thinking on that. It will definitely be something in a vintage because, you know, me and the stories in steel, it's got to have a story behind it. But we'll probably give a couple of options on that. But definitely going to be thinking about it. We'll come up with something really cool for everybody. But until then, I wanted to jump on here real quick tonight. Grabbed some knives out of the collection. Was actually moving some stuff down here to the new knife shop and saw these knives kind of laying together. Definitely got some good history on some of these, so I wanted to talk about them. So what we'll do, we'll start out with this first knife on the right over here. This is it's not marked because I believe it was blade stamped and it's long since been worn off because it's been cleaned. This is a Kabar. I believe this is a model 1148. Don't know a lot about this knife. I picked it up at an antique shop a good while back. Massive knife. I mean, you can look at it compared to the size of a regular old Barlow. It's a big guy. Cool wood handles. Excellent action on this knife. Super sharp. Definitely see it's carbon steel. Amazing knife. I actually really dig this knife. It came with this sheath. Don't think that's original because it just doesn't look like it would belong, you know, with a production knife like that, but it fits it perfectly. But really cool, pretty clean knife. I need to do a little work inside there, it looks like, but pretty good all around. I think this thing's got good snap, super sharp. Just a simple design on this knife. It's got a pivot on the front, one pin here, and then the back spring pin, but brass liners and a lock back. But just a cool, unique knife. I had never seen one until then, and then I had to start Googling just to figure out what I had purchased. I think I gave $10 for this knife in the antique shop because I don't think they knew what it was either. But definitely a Kabar. Not sure the age on these. I've seen something said 60s, something said 70s. Honestly, no idea. So not even going to venture a guess, but cool knife. I thought you'd enjoy seeing that one. You see how it fits this sheath as well. It's almost, I mean, it's literally like it's made for it. But pretty cool. Next one up, we'll start back here with the Remington bullet knife. This is the 1984 model R1303, I believe. We'll open that up, see? But good full blade on this knife. It's got a few little scratch marks, and you can tell it's been worked a little bit. Especially on the flip side, you can see that scratch in there. But see that 1984 or 1303. Good looking Remington USA tang stamp. This knife needs a good cleaning. I could tell when I pulled it out, but not too bad down in there. But beautiful handles. I don't believe these are bone. I think this is a Delrin because it just doesn't look. It doesn't feel like it's in things. I guarantee it's a Delrin or a plastic of some sort. But good looking knife. The bullet knives are always awesome to have. Pretty sure this is the only, I have other Remington knives, but this is the only Remington bullet I have that I've been able to find thus far in the collection. I don't recall having another one, so I bet you this one's it. And that's kind of sad. I think I need to buy some more for sure because I do have a good many Remington bullet knife posters. You know, the posters you see that come with the knives. You can get them later. I have a few of those, and I'll be displaying them here in the shop pretty soon. I haven't hung anything on the walls just yet. Just now getting it going. But cool lanyard hole on this one. Just an overall nice pocket knife. And the last one I wanted to show you today has a little history behind it. So this, as you can see, I believe it's probably a saw cut Delrin because it just doesn't, I know that's not a bone. But this is a Western Barlow, used and not necessarily abused, but this was an absolute user. You can tell by all the sharpening on the blade, whittled down really good. Western USA tang stamp. You can even see it on the secondary blade. The pen blade has got tons of usage. Super sharp knife. This knife is incredibly sharp. The story on this knife, I was actually in East Alabama, right below West Point, Georgia, across the state line in Alabama. I cannot think of the name of the town to save my life right now, but there's a big antique store there. They have a lot of knives in there, by the way, and you don't see, in antique stores, you don't see as many knives, at least I don't around here these days, as we used to. But this one had a huge case full, had multiple displays, different vendors had knives, which was great. I did buy a few from a different vendors in there, 4 or 5 knives, or 3 or 4, however many I was allowed to buy my wife that day, because she was with me, we were camping. But I happened upon this knife. I was talking, the lady that worked at the antique store was actually there showing me the other knives in the other cases, and I actually bought a few, and we brought them up to the counter, and I was still talking about knives, and I went over to the counter to the other side of her, and there was a box full of Barlows. That's all that was in there was Barlow knives. I just happened to pick this one out just because it looked cool. It was a little dirtier. I think I've cleaned it since then and actually toted this one a good bit. And her first question was, do you like that knife? I said, well, sure, I like it. I love Barlow knives, and this one's definitely seen some usage, and someone got some real good use out of it. She said, well, good. She said, that was my husband's knife. Those Barlows were her husband's. He had passed away. And she said, well, since you like that knife, why don't you just put it in your pocket and don't worry about it? I want you to have that knife. So, I mean, you know, you go to an antique store, you buy a few things, and then you get that kind of offer. It's amazing. And for her to want me to have her husband's, one of his pocket knives was amazing to me. So that's an offer you simply can't refuse. And I cleaned this one up when I got home. It was a little dirty for sure, and I have toted this one several times now and will continue to do so. This one is in one of my EDC rotations, so it's perfect for what it is. It's an everyday carry. I mean, it's razor sharp, just a great toter knife. The cool thing about a Barlow's is they're good, and the curvature on them fits good in your pocket. There's no snags really, so it's been an awesome one, and to know that she gave it to me as a gift from her husband, or her late husband, was just an amazing story on this knife. So definitely got to take care of those kind for sure. But the last thing I had, got several messages after the video yesterday about this WR case invoice. People were just asking me questions about that and about the other ones I might have. Well, I happened upon this one. I pulled a book out earlier, and this one happens to be in there. So cool thing about it is it's the Chancellor Hardware Company, but the cool thing is it says Cutlery and Roofing together, which I thought was hilarious. Wholesale dealers. This is 1905. That's when this invoice is from. But what I liked about this, and I think the reason I bought this, is because of that graphic right there. The bird dog with the fish and the shotgun and the fish basket. That was really cool to me. So, but this one was actually for I guess that was paint, 1/2 gallon of light oak chi enamel. You got me, but I'm sure that's a paint or a stain of some sort. But thought that was very cool. Love the old sporting goods, and I'm framing all these up down here for the knife shop. They'll all be together in some way, shape, form. So when we get all that complete, we'll do a knife shop tour so everybody can take a look at that. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the knives. I know it was a quick one today, but we pulled those few out. We got several more for tomorrow. We still, like I promised yesterday, we're not ready for it because I'm actually waiting on something to arrive, but that mother of pearl knife you're seeing right over there in the corner, we're going to leave him there for now, but we're going to do a very good video on him because it's super special and I want everybody to know about it. But anyway, if you got any questions, comments, continue to like, subscribe, guys, share the channel. Over 400 is amazing. We want to get more. We want to get to 500 for sure, and we will definitely come up with an awesome giveaway. But until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Cutlery. We'll see you next time.